What's in a name? Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 food items you're probably pronouncing wrong. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at the names of various food items that are commonly mispronounced by the average person. These foods range from the exotic and organic to the average and everyday, with one commonality being their often challenging names. Number 10. Acai. The uninitiated might pronounce it as acai, but when talking about this trendy berry, it should be pronounced acai or acai. The fruit actually comes from the acai palm, a type of tree whose name is derived from Portuguese and is found primarily in Brazil and South America. The acai palm is often sought out for its hearts of palm, while its fruit is used to prepare many popular juice smoothies, thanks to acai's reputation as a natural source of antioxidants. Although nutritionists differ upon exactly how healthy the acai fruit is compared to diets high in other fruits, most people can agree on one thing. If you're saying acai, you are saying it wrong. Number 9. Sherbet. Although the term sherbet can be used to describe anything from the sweet candy powder consumed in the UK to a beverage favored in Western and Southern Asia, when ordering from the lighter side of the frozen dessert menu, many North Americans have been mispronouncing the food as sherbet. This often fruit-flavored treat has been a mainstay in shops and restaurants across the country for decades. But sherbet isn't the same as the French sorbet. The former tends to contain at least a little bit of butterfat used in its preparation, while sorbet is a dairy-free treat. Whichever you prefer to order, just remember to leave Bert out of it. Number 8. Espresso. You know the old question. If all your friends jumped off a bridge, would you jump too? Well, at least as far as the pronunciation of this famous Italian coffee is concerned, the answer appears to be yes. It's clearly spelled espresso with an S, not espresso with an X, and yet many continue to defiantly order espressos from their local cafe. It's a testament to the stubbornness of some coffee drinkers that support for a spelling that includes the letter X has actually grown ordering before getting it right. Bruschetta just feels so natural. This dish, consisting of grilled bread, garlic, olive oil, salt, and in more modern iterations, toppings inclusion, bruschetta is sure to get you an eye roll, an appeasing smile, or a brief language lesson from an experienced server. So if you're looking to impress that date or merely avoid weird looks from the waitstaff, make sure to pronounce those hard consonants next time. Number 6. Sriracha. Here's something different, an example of when you actually shouldn't believe your eyes when looking for a correct pronunciation. The spicy Thai condiment has become extremely popular in North America in the early 21st century, yet still many consumers routinely mispronounce sriracha as sriracha. Yet, even those who make the sauce have said it's necessary to drop the first R in sriracha in order to pronounce their product correctly, with the reason likely being that its origins can be traced back to, you guessed it, the Sriracha province in eastern Thailand. Get it? Got it? Good. Number 5. Gyro. The Y in the next food item on our list may initially throw some people off, but the actual way to pronounce this classic Greek delicacy is to say gyro as opposed to gyro. Sure, it's a mistake many of us probably make whenever we order this tasty dish of rotisserie meat, usually but not limited to pork, lamb, or chicken, served in a pita pocket or on a plate with Greek salad. Trust us though, the person who's taking your order will appreciate your cultural sensitivity and attention to detail. And you can impress your family and friends at the same time. It's a win-win. Number 4. Pho. This next dish is currently one of the hottest Vietnamese culinary soup by any other name might not taste as good. However, with so many adventurous eaters down. Number 3. Quinoa. The popularity of this harvested grain has grown exponentially in recent years, with many using the seeds as a suitable substitute for rice or pasta in their diet. Ecuador, Bolivia, and Peru, yet have steadily made their way to dinner tables across the world, thanks to quinoa's natural resources of fiber and minerals, depending on how much Italian food you consume. But if you haven't tried these small dumplings of dough, which have been served as side dishes and main courses around the world for many years, well, you are seriously missing out. But before you run out to try a plate, you should know it's gnocchi with a silent G, and that they're a substitute for more conventional pasta. So just make sure to drop that G and emphasize that O for a proper Italian pronunciation. And enjoy! Before we name our most commonly mispronounced food, here are a few tasty but tongue-twisting honorable mentions. Number 1. Worcestershire sauce. It's been the subject of countless comedic gaffes and mispronunciations. That popular side sauce whose spelling and pronunciation have been the bane of countless foodies for years. Locals native to either the UK or New England may not find it all that difficult to deliver the proper pronunciation of Worcestershire, but many others have managed to come up with some pretty interesting alternate takes on the word, including Worcestershire and Worcestershire. Fans of this complex and tasty condiment may not be able to pronounce Worcestershire with much ease, but one thing all carnivores do know is that a good steak, chili, or beef stew would not be the same without it.